Okay, hello YouTube. So let's say you're playing a game of chess with black and you have to play against a very annoying gambit, like say the Evans Gambit. So e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4, and then we have bishop to c5, and then we have b4. So here you go. You're playing against the Evans Gambit. So what are you going to do? You're an aggressive player, you like to play attacking chess, and it's actually very annoying to play against other people's gambits. You'd just rather be playing your own gambit. So here's an idea against the Evans Gambit that you might not have considered. There's this really interesting counter gambit that might actually be okay. So first you need to take the pawn, and then after c3 you play bishop a5, and of course they're going to play the main line, they're going to play d4. Now at this point the main move is just to play pawn to d6, try to keep the position closed, and just kind of play a solid position from here. But there's this gambit called the Leonhardt counter gambit, and it's very interesting, and it might actually be sound. The move that you can play here is b5. Now, if you look at the computer assessment, the computer doesn't hate it. It says that the position is just a slight edge white. And of course, the idea is after bishop takes b5, you intend the move knight takes d4. So why couldn't you just play knight takes d4 without b5? Like, what was the point of playing b5 to play knight takes d4? Well, if you try to play knight takes d4 right here, your position is actually completely lost. You can see the computer assessment just went through the roof. It's plus 1.9 for white because the move knight takes e5 is double attacking the f7 square, and also now attacking your knight as well with queen takes d4 as a threat. So you'd have to retreat with knight to e6, and then they have knight f7, king f7, and they can play bishop e6, followed by queen d5 check, picking up the loose bishop on a5, or they can even just pick up the loose bishop on a5 right away with the move queen h5 check, which attacks the loose bishop and attacks the king on f7, and white should just have a completely winning position. So because you can't play knight to d4 right away, that's the whole point of the Leonhardt counter gambit. So there's actually an idea behind it. You're playing this move b5 as a counter gambit to distract the bishop off of the f7 square, so you can get away with playing this move knight takes d4. So we're going to have bishop to d5, knight takes d4, knight takes d4, e takes d4, and if you're taking a look at the master's database here, it looks like it favors white, except when they play queen to d4, this actually favors black. You're going to have 75% of the time you're getting draws with black, and 25% of the time black is actually winning. So after queen d5, people are just finding queen f6, castles kingside, and then simply the move bishop b6, and according to the engine, you're just about completely equal, and a lot of people are going on to either draw or win from here. So of course that leaves the question, what do we do against the other possibility? After e takes d4, the other possibility is that people are castling. This looks like it's doing very well for white, but that's only if black gets really greedy and takes all the pawns. But again, we're not playing a counter gambit because we want to play against somebody's super active play in a gambit. We're playing a counter gambit because we want to get counterplay, and that's exactly what you should do here. You should play the move pawn to c6, and pawn to c6 is actually doing pretty well. As you can see, out of the 3 times that I have this getting played in the master's database, black has managed to draw all 3 times, and of course the computer assessment thinks that black is doing okay here. So that's an option, and it looks like this might be okay. It looks like this might be something that's playable, and it's certainly an option to play with the black pieces if you want to play something against the Evans Gambit that maybe white isn't expecting, or something that gives you an option to actually start playing for an attack yourself. The Leonhardt counter gambit is an idea, and it's an option that you can try. So if you like videos like this, if you like this kind of content, please hit that subscribe button, click on your notification icon, and I hope you learned something new about chess, and I hope you come back for more videos. Thank you very much for watching.